There we go. I went to unmute and then realized I still had the monitor on. It's like I can hear my own voice. Oh no. So I was trying. Here, let me turn the music down. I was trying to see if I could fix something. I was listening to my own voice for a minute. We're gonna do this playlist. We might switch playlists for the minute. Let's try. Let's try this one. Can you bump up your voice a bit? I can. I was just listening back to my VOD and I was like, oh my gosh, it sounds like I'm peeking my mic every like 10 seconds.
Hello there.
So I've adjusted a few things that probably need readjusted. Hold on, let me... Hi Sky, thank you for resubbing for 10 months, let's go! Very nice. Your perfect voice was perfect before? It doesn't sound perfect when I listen back to it. So, okay, we'll put it back kind of where it was. I think it was like here. I don't know, you have to tell me. That's much better, yes. Okay. Just like when I listen back to it to make clips and stuff, I'm just like, ah! Probably it's just the fact that I have a bad mic, which is fine. Relatively bad. Not as bad, but could be worse. Or they turn you down, then have to have all my volumes back to hear you. Very true, very true. It wasn't less like the volume. It was more... Oh gosh, how do I explain? Here, let me... You know what? I think the other thing I did may have made me quieter anyways. So let's just put it here. Alright, what happens when I do max volume? How does that sound? So I also put back on a filter. Perfect. Cool. We'll just go with that. Excuse me. Okay. Is the music good volume as well? Or can you hear it at all? You probably can't hear it all right this second, because of course it started a quiet song the minute I said that. I don't like this song anyway. That one. What's this? There we go. I feel like right in here somewhere is perfect for me. Doo, 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 doo. But anyway, a bit loud. Alright then. Bump it down then. Perfect. I honestly, I am glad you said bit loud and not bit quiet because it was already... Is that better? See, the issue is I can't just leave that one specifically at any volume because I listen to it, use that player to listen to stuff off stream as well. And that I'm always adjusting. Oop. Most of the other songs should be quieter than that. So, but I can always turn that down as well. I just picked a song I knew would actually show up on the volume meter. But it's nighttime. I don't want to be doing this at night. You can tell by my inventory. I was recently building, so we'll look at the building first. Okay. Did I actually unmute myself? I need to scroll down. So okay, there we go. So I can see that volume meter. Ooh, I caught it. Nice. You can tell I was building with warped wood because also building is like the only time, if ever. Actually, no, this is a recent development that I have this here. I should put it away. See your XP bar button. Oh, you mean that inventory? My bad. I adjusted the window. Hold on, let me just change the way I can actually see. You don't see my hotbar is what you meant to say. Yeah. I adjusted the side-to-side view. I didn't adjust that. Whoops, it daisies. In fact, actually, this needs to go. There we go. Is that better? I think that's right. I always have to manually readjust that. And I forgot to look at the bottom this time. It doesn't help that currently it's that time of year again where the sun goes into my window. And so then reflects off of me onto my screen. So like the whole bottom half of my screen is reflection at the moment. Which is fine. Actually, I will move Minecraft up here. Maybe I can see it better if I do that. Yeah, I can see it better if I do that. This means I have to rearrange my screen and play with Minecraft at the top corner of my screen. Which I don't normally do. I mean winter. Yeah. The weird thing is the leaves, the trees haven't lost their leaves yet, so it's not that. It must just be like where the sun is. You talked about one of those sticky windows. Yes, except I realized that won't work. Because the window screens are on the inside. So like the wire stuff is on the inside of the window. So I guess in theory you could still take, I mean that would be a pain. No, but to put on, well, sometimes. Take the screen out for the winter. Yeah, he's not gonna do that. I have a feeling. Theoretically, you could just take the screen out, put the stuff on it. In theory. But that's a pain. I don't know. We'll figure something out eventually, maybe. I don't know. I honestly basically just need a curtain or something over half the window. Because it only comes in through the left side as well. Right, we'll cover up this for a second. So you guys can see. I built a horse stable yesterday. Boop, boop, boop. By yesterday, I mean last night, because I don't even remember. I was bored, and then I was like, I should just build something. Like, what's an easy thing I already know where I want to put it? I was like, ah. So I have moved the horses that were here into here. It's not 100% done. There's a little bit of like decor and stuff that needs to go in here because I need to put a lower roof in here. And then finish this building here. But it's a start. And the dirt wall is there because a creeper came up and blew some things up. So I have now put in a wall protection for temporary reasons. But yeah, this is starting to come together as a good like entrance from the north gate. Which, as I was telling Dragon and the other people in the VC yesterday. That's the main gate people are going to come in through. And not like actually, because actually most people live that way. They'll just fly in because we all have wings. But as far as like just the pretend characters of the story, right? They all come in through this because this is the main path to this section of the world. They're either coming through this door or they're coming through the south gate that leads to Dragon's Place. Because that's where the two main roads are. So, and it doesn't, well, I mean, it could make sense. But it makes more sense if your goal is to come here, you'll come through this gate. You know, treacherous mountain pass to an abandoned village and all that. So, this is going to be the main path. I still have a lot of like work to do here, which we may get to today. But I wanted to do some more actual planning instead. So we're going to empty my inventory. I'm going to empty my inventory, I should say. And then we're going to do some wool. Plan out some buildings here because that way I have projects to work on that aren't just figuring out everything. Let's see. Yeah, I need to figure out the light situation. And I say that every winter and I still haven't done it yet. We'll see. I might just bring it up to Dad and be like, what do you think is a good solution for this? Because it's frustrating. Right now it's starting to be slightly cloudy, so it's okay. Double check, okay. Oh, sticks. Okay, and then I need rockets and food. Yeah, curtains is probably the best thing to do. Right past where I needed to go. Because especially since it can be open and closed, because most of the time I would want them open anyway. Especially for the sake of the plants. But particularly when I'm streaming, it's annoying to have a reflection on the monitor. How many golden carrots do we have? Okay, not that many. That's weird. Like my brother, ironically, Caleb is next to me, and he just has two towels just like essentially hung up through the screens, like attached to the screens. That was our solution for him, but he doesn't want any, like he doesn't ever want any sunlight over in his section. So, honestly, what we could do is just get curtains that go all the way across and get rid of the towels that are hanging off the windows as well. And shorter ones, because we don't need them to go all the way to the floor. Just basically need to cover the windows. Might be a solution, but the thing is, not my house. I won't say if it was my house, it'd already be fixed. It might be. That's why your office is in the basement. Yeah, I can see that. I think if it wasn't that my office, essentially my office, because it's not my office. One wasn't where I have my plants. Yeah, that one needs moved, I think. I think this one is getting too much sun somehow. Hold on. Where do I want to put it? So it gets less sun today. That and because you called the dibs on the upstairs pretty quick. Yeah, I think if I had a choice, I wouldn't have my like desk near a window. I'm just gonna move the plant temporarily over here. What was I saying? It might be fine. It's just some of it's like yellow and some of it's not. Anyway. Went upstairs anyway. Yeah, that's fair. I think I would have like it in the same room, but just like have a table over here for the plants. And in fairness, now that I'm looking at this, could theoretically rearrange it so that the desk that has my computer on it is against the wall that's not has windows, and that the one that doesn't have my computer on it is in the windows. I could literally flip the two. That actually might be this. That may work. Would require removing the wall decorations and rearranging it. Alright, here you go. Did that work? That might be the way to go. It would be a lot of moving, but it might be easier than doing other things. But yeah, you really do miss the shade from the tree. Yeah, that's the other thing. But ideally, I'd want a room that had a window, but not put the window behind my monitor. Ideally. You know, I probably should play Minecraft while I talk. We need... Okay, granted, I have wool in my end chest, but I think I'm just gonna go grab some. Wait, wool's not down on this floor, it's... on this floor. And I'm also going to have the map open. It's funny, it always opens up over Dragon Space. Never quite understood. Maybe when I bookmarked it, I was looking at Dragon Space. I don't know. It's always like over there, and I have to always move it to my base. What's a good color that'll contrast well with what I already have going on? Purple, probably. I should get my shears out again. Yeah, I think there's some things to be done. If it wasn't for the plants, I'd have plants, and now I think possibly the lack of good Wi-Fi connection downstairs. I would probably just have my desk in the basement now at this point. I didn't originally start down there because I didn't want to be by myself all the time, but I think not having that constant noise would be a bonus. I get over it. Ooh, a wild Solus. Solusus? One of those was probably right. Okay, we could just start here actually, because we're here. I do want to bring that kind of biome design all the way out to here. Alright, no, this music is getting on my nerves. Sorry, chat. I'm just gonna... I need something quieter, less repetitive, please. For the sake of my sanity. So here, I think something needs to be here. I mean, obviously, something needs to be here. Now, we do have two layers here, and this layer is kind of a shallow layer as well. And the idea is that none of these, not none of them, but a lot of these walls on the internal bits will actually be straight walls. They will have stuff in them. This one might be one of the exceptions, or I may build into it a little bit. Lurk, you gotta get ready for work. Alright, Sky, thank you for the lurk. Stream elements? Alright, you know, I'm gonna put that in mod chat to see if I can fix that one. I don't know what it's doing. Where is mod chat? Ah, it's wrong Discord, that's why. Stream elements is confused. Yes, stream elements is very confused about which part of the sentence is your name. Confused on lurk command. Oh, alright. put that there so I try to remember to at least go investigate. It may just be Stream Elements' fault. Because it's supposed to be username. At username is off to their trading session with Master Yoda. It should be that. And I haven't touched it. But it's also possible that it like forgot what it was supposed to do. Yeah, I can see building something into the side of this. Depends what you build on top of it. Up here is the entrance to this staircase, which is the entrance to the gate. So, you know. Okay. Without night vision, this is gonna harder for you guys to see. I'll just do this. It's a good thing I have night vision potions just lying around. Okay. We need to build something. I need to put something here. It's a very shallow space, and I don't want to like, put like a full stable here because we don't need a stable here. This is mostly an internal use gate. And by internal, I mean like to the castle staff and stuff. Because all the land from here to the cove is mine. It's all like all my farms and all of my stuff. Small courtyard, yeah. Where is that spider? It's probably down there. So it doesn't need to be like a public use area. Now, granted, people aren't like forbidden from using this gate, but they have no reason to use this gate. This is why would they want to go that way? Granted, this way, yeah, we could do. I do want to put some sort of structure here. I'm almost thinking along this line, maybe a couple blocks back. Because I don't want the walls to be flat, if that makes sense. Staff still needs a place to relax. Very true. Or even possibly, yeah, and I do think I have a couple, like, I need a barracks section, which may be, like, the areas leading up to the snowy area, maybe barracks. Some of those layers may end up being, like, houses, on this side of the castle. We'll also need, I realized that I did not plan for a grand hall dining room situation, and I was like, huh. I realized it this morning, which is what prompted this stream, honestly. It's like, where the heck am I gonna put the dining hall? Like, I could put, like, a dining hall for, like, people to just eat at anywhere. Where am I putting the one that you held the parties at? I didn't think of that when I was deciding the keep, because theoretically the second floor off of the throne room really should have been the grand dining hall. It theoretically still could be. I haven't looked at it to see if I could make it work. But I think but yes, staff definitely need a place. Nope, not that one. Keeps don't necessarily have a ballroom. True! So then, like, I kind of need to build something somewhere. Depends on what type. Yeah, they don't necessarily have a ballroom, but they typically would have a place where, like, you would... Well, not the keeps. Necessarily the keeps, but you also don't normally put the throne rooms in the keep. Normally the keep is just the living space of the main household, but I'm stretching that a bit. Normally, well, so it depends. Sometimes the throne room would also turn into a dining hall, but not for my character, not for this castle. So I have to figure out where I have enough room to build a place that makes sense. Which, actually, looking at the map, I can kind of see where I would put it, and it explains. It makes some sense. But we'll work on this first. So I'm kind of thinking that there as some kind of relaxed place, shelter, maybe not necessarily storage. but like a place. Which, yeah, no, that's totally complete English. Okay, so I think I would put that. Nope. Maybe like that, and then I have a bap, 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 right? Yeah. I want to move this one over so this is not on the railway. The handrail, I should say. So it might become the handrail, and this may become a 3-wide staircase. Who knows? Yeah, it does depend on the type. I'm kind of like using my knowledge of castles here, but I'm also just like, you know what? I'm also just gonna like wing it a bit and just be like make stuff up as we go. So something like that. We'll go there. But as I'm looking at the map, excuse me, Mr. Sniffer. Excuse me. I'm kind of seeing this area is really big. It doesn't really have anything in it. So in theory, could put the ballroom in here. Now, the question then becomes, do I want to do something practical, which you would normally do like an inside ballroom type situation? Which basically would be similar to the way I designed the throne room. I'll just probably do one floor because I'm not building another giant tower. Or do I want to just build a pavilion? Really cool, like, naturey pavilion here. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds kind of like fun. And also, you know, weather here is very controllable in Minecraft, so... Also, it's given, like, at the, what's the word? Not inclination... No. Level of... oh gosh. Words. Given how high up it is, it might get a little cold. But it's not gonna get too hot. And like the rain/snow situation is controllable, so could just... It might actually be perfect place to put like an outdoor thing because it'd be nice and like cool. Add in 15 seconds. It ends in 10 seconds, I think. It says it's in progress this time. Community is back, supposedly. But I could see that being kind of cool. Of the places around the castle. Let's go up so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Actually we'll land up here maybe. Okay. Well, see, the problem is we have a little bit of fog. Only add slow falling potion. Okay. You can kind of still see the outline here. Of the places in the castle that we have places we could put things still. This general section is not really doesn't like have a good big space to put something. This section here is gonna be a garden. Which is it's a pretty big garden, but it's gonna be a garden. Sorry, kind of decided that that's what that's gonna be. This section here has got too many like short levels in it. Might end up putting guest quarters in that section. It's also like this section here I'm looking at it on the map, is where the main road goes through from the north gate, which is that right there. Goes through here and goes up to here. So this bit's where the horses are. This bit, it would make sense to have like the visitors' quarters, so that you could, so like if they wanted to talk to the wizard in the throne room, they have a place they can get ready that's on the way. We need to get the dust off first, you know, all that stuff. And it's like, makes sense, close to the path. And there's not room over there for too many things. This section over there on the other side of the greenhouse is going to be more, I think, more focused on the west gate, which is an aerial gate. So it's going to be a place. There's going to be another stable. I put quotation marks on that because it's going to be a lot of like nests and things. For the airborne transportation, which we don't have in Minecraft, but we're pretending this is make-believe. I can make it make-believe whatever the heck I want. And I think that might also be... It might have another set of guest quarters on that side. Also, random buildings. Because, you know, the greenhouse section, this entire area, like on this side of the path to the wall, will be greenhouse and gardens and things. In fact, I think there's also another garden planned over there. I have multiple gardens planned because there was just like so many flowers here to begin with. But like that one specifically is going to be like a poppy garden. Might also be where I end up putting a graveyard. Because that probably should exist. Dragon's Tower is going there, where that mossy bit is. That's gonna go really high up. Not quite as high up as the keep, but it's gonna go high up. The arena is going there. So around, I'm thinking around the circle for the arena, we possibly put like where the blacksmiths and the weaponsmith section. And like, I'm not gonna have like all the different like professions inside the castle necessarily. But I definitely think that's gonna be like where there's gonna be some like tools and armor people. Just like around there. So like before you jump into the PvP arena, you get your gear. Except it won't, because the gear will be provided in the arena for the actual players. But once again, this section, I feel like we discussed it and then I forgot. There's gonna be a way to get up to Dragon's Tower, and then don't know what I'm putting else there. Possibly storages and staff housing, maybe. So it does make sense to then put the dining hall, the party room, I guess, the ballroom, here. Because it's a decent open space. It's close to the throne room. And it's like close to the paths. I think that makes sense. Ooh, a watchdog. A watchhog? Watchhog? I don't know how you would say that, but maybe one of those three ways is right. Yeah, that's the reason I'm all of a sudden kind of thinking that's the general good place to put it, because all of the others aren't really good shape for a big room. Watchhog? Okay. Yeah, they just didn't put 2 H's in it. Because the other place I could have put it is where the greenhouse is, but I like that the greenhouse is there. Dining area can be underground too, though. It could be. I think, like, the normal, like, everyday... Joshua.
What?
You know what?
I'm aware.
Exactly. Sorry. I think, like, the normal... I think there are gonna be multiple, like, normal everyday dining areas. I'm just thinking, like... the ballroom, essentially, I guess is the right word. It could be underground as well. What about your tower is normal? Nothing about my tower is normal. In fact, the likelihood is, knowing the wizard as well as I do, she probably eats her food in her study while she's studying. So she doesn't need an actual dining room. So then you can put it anywhere. True, I could put it up in the sky if I wanted to. I actually do want to put some things in the sky. I do want to make some floating things. I have plans to put floating water rings around as well, so I could try it around more easily. Okay, now you can't see anything. Gosh. I messed up. You can see this is just too much of a mess to put any big building on it. I'm not even sure like this tower is staying, honestly. I don't like this tower necessarily where it is. But let's see, we're gonna put some houses into this bit. The thing is, they can go back into the wall, so it's less of building out from it too much, more of just breaking up this with a little bit of another structure. That's a tower. We leave the tower alone. I'm kind of thinking as far as like these walls are concerned, kind of thinking similar to what I did on the season 2 parlor world, where we had that alleyway back into the cave entrance from like our starter house area, and there was just building faces on both sides, except in this case it's a wall, not an alleyway. Yeah, I can see something there. So, on a lot of these wall faces. Not on the exterior wall, per se. Though, to be fair, that's kind of what that is. But, that's the idea. Which kind of makes the cake tiers. Don't forget to mark up a path to your tower area. Yes. We do need to think about that. I think the towers will each have staircases in them, which will be one way. Is you could literally climb up this staircase and go out that well, and then but I do want to put an actual staircase in. Possibly through a building. Okay, so if we put this one here. Means I can put I forget that I also can do diagonals sometimes. Like, oh yeah, diagonal buildings are a thing I do sometimes. Not all the time, because they're not my favorite thing in the world, but they do work. Pop. Even diagonal sections to a building. Maybe not a completely diagonal. Maybe not even diagonal. Could put a round building there. Trying to figure out, because this is round here. It's kind of throwing it off, because this is an easy one. Let's see if maybe I put... Okay, so here we've got a big flat section. This wall as well. Let's leave an alleyway. Because alleyways are fun to decorate. And then... do that. I'm doing like two different, slightly different shapes here. I think I want to push. Yeah, I think leaving it there is fine. But I almost want this one to be the one that's out by one. Like that. So obviously I have a door here. And door here. I guess so. Of course it's raining. So then, if we leave an alleyway, could almost do like this. Leave another alleyway. And this one, what if we did... Should I have most of the building? No, because the path needs to be able to go past it easily enough. Need to be able to like walk past it and not feel too crowded. So, where are we relative to everything else? Let's take, actually just do this. Okay, so thinking. Okay, I'm gonna need to take a second. You're testing, by the way? Oh, I'm thinking it's possible it's because Sky included some text with what she said. Hold on, I need to deal with something. I will be. Okay, I think that should be that. Yeah, it looks like it's because the text was included. You type something after it. Yeah, it is a bit odd. It's something I can look into. Maybe there's a variation I need to put in the command. Usually include text. Never done that. Yeah, I'm wondering if they updated it. While I'm sitting here, let me look. Custom commands. Their users off to their training with it. You're playing with it already? Okay. In that case, I will leave it alone. Yeah, I wonder if they updated something with the way that tag set works. Because I know they've been doing some tweaks recently. They didn't put enough spaces. Weird. Huh. Well, learn something new every day. Need more than 2 spaces to add the text properly. Huh. Huh. Boop, boop, doo. Okay, so see this corner. I don't want to put a tower here because there's a tower there. 2, it doesn't quite make sense for that. Might end up just putting like a garden bed there, honestly, between the houses. And then with this tower here, I still feel like a building here would work. Almost like the bottom of the tower has a bit of a building. There's also a tower. This is also a tower. I guess that wasn't obvious. This is like the littlest amount of wall between 2 towers, I think. Don't remember why. Oh, because of the because of the floor divisions. Yeah. So I think if we do alleyway. Thinking either we do that or it goes out even further. B isn't. Doo, doo, doo. Yeah, I think that would work. I'm not sure exactly where the other torch was, so I'm just gonna put it there. Connect both towers with one building. That's kind of what it's gonna do. It's probably only gonna come up to here, because I don't want any of them really to come to the top of the wall, especially the outside wall. I do have over here. Let me check this over here. Not that section, but over here I have a design for ramparts on a 1 wide wall. This section is 1 wide all the way down except for this bit. So the plan is to carry that throughout this bit, meet it up here, and then use that in places like there and here. So this wall might have to go up a little bit. Because like this section of wall, it's a wider wall. And so is this section. This bit is gonna be like that other side is. So if we look at this, this is gonna also be on this side. I just haven't done it yet. But I don't want to do that the entire wall because that would make 1, I want there to be differences, but 2, it also just would be a lot of three thick walls. Like this section may end up being a thicker wall. But a lot of the space, it doesn't make sense to do that. I think that works, especially if I just put like, I could put like a beetroot field there or something. When in doubt, put a beetroot field. Or a carrot or potato field. When in doubt. Or a water feature. Honestly does wonders. Especially with the new color of water. It's so pretty for meadows. Maybe that's what I put there. Maybe I'll put a fountain there. It's like everywhere I'm like, oh yeah, I'll put a garden there. The kind of castle can't be garden. I mean, it could be. I'm making the rules. But probably shouldn't be. I like building gardens. Surprise. Surprise? I don't think that's a surprise. Half of my procrastination projects are gardens, so. Though I need to decide what kind of gardens, because I do need to put a mycelium section in somewhere. But I haven't decided where that's going to be yet. Also, this bit, I think is going to flow down into that. Just haven't done that yet. But we're not here to work on that just yet. Let's see, one thing I know I need to do. Plan out the staircase to Dragon's Tower. So, we're... Okay, don't have green there. Let's see. This is where the door's gonna be, give or take, I think. Right? I'm pretty sure you said this is where the door is going to be, right? Give or take on this wall. This wall is where the door was going to be. I can't, but... It's okay that you were looking away. Tell you without looking into the hole. Okay, well I can look in the hole. There you go. But I remember because I think we discussed like the reason this wall is so flat is because of the door. And it doesn't make sense, it's got the most like walkable space. You looking into the hole doesn't help. Okay, I didn't think it would. To be fair, I can't see the bottom. Yeah. Hello, you figured jump on the stream. Hi Harold! Welcome in. It's not the bottom and you need to see. I didn't think so. Yeah, it's a hole. It's a very big hole. It's gonna be a tower. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, this is the entrance-ish. Well, let me put it this way. If I put the staircase in a general location that's a little bit off for the door, it'll be fine. We'll make it work. And I'm not actually building the staircase today, so it's fine. I'm just placing some wool down. So I'm thinking... we do indirect staircase. If you put the staircase along the wall right there. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking I was gonna do. I think... This wall? Or this wall? This wall? Or this wall? I know. Okay. Which makes more sense. Quit moving so you can answer in time. Okay, I'm just gonna stare at this one. Yes, that wall. Okay. The wall that I'm staring at. Yep. Yeah. That is the wall. You'd love the staircase down, please. Okay. Okay, I got it. I'm thinking it. This is my thinking activating. Okay. You sure? Yeah, no, you want it on this wall, right? No. So there are gonna be staircases inside the towers. But we kind of, I think, if I'm understanding correctly, we also would like a tower outside the tower. A tower outside the towers. Staircase outside the towers. And by we, I mean, that's what you're suggesting. He explodes. Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I'm in a silly mood today. If you will allow it, yes please. Okay. Okay, got it. I'm thinking because there are a couple things we need to keep in mind when putting the staircase here. Now, granted, I'm putting wool, so like not permanent, but I'm thinking about it anyways. One, what kind of battlements am I putting here? I'm probably. Let me look at the map. Look at the map where I can see it. Okay, let me zoom in on this section. Probably doing the one wide battlements here only because I don't really think I need to put a thicker wall here. And the towers are basically all done on the outside. They are and they aren't. I'm going to probably put windows in them and other details when I put in the stairs. But the basics are there. So they are basically done. Also, like, how is that? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. So they're probably gonna have the one wide battlements, which means that staircase right on the wall would probably be fine. I'm trying to think also practically. We go whoa! That's not what I meant to do. That works. Go through the towers? Or go around the towers? Oh, no, around the towers, actually. Actually, around the towers. You might be like, why? 'Cause guess that what that allows me to do. It allows me to build some things on the side of the towers that kind of look like supports underneath the stairs and like an out like a that was not the sound effect I was looking for. Like a alcove roof over it, which will be like really cool. Like the staircase is built on the side of the towers because it is built on the side of the towers. Yeah, you know. So if we do. Let's just do a. Let's do 3 wide, I think. I think that'll be good, and I can adjust that later. We'll do like a little bit of a platform here first. And in places like this, it'll be 4 wide because of the way the curve will work. Ad break ends in 26 seconds. Okay. The thing is, I also need to decide how, like... It almost needs to actually go down immediately now that I think about it. Because it needs to get down to there before it could... Yeah. Okay. I do it in... Let's start and see if I can do it in sections of 2 downs. Do it like this. Oh, okay, no, that's not what I meant. So just want to go out this way, and then it'll go. The thing is, here it really needs to turn. Two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a corner here as well. That. Pick up the wall. So let's look at that. And I think sections of it I may end up like just building down completely or putting things underneath it depending on the situation, but I feel like it'll also look cool if it's like got wooden supports and a little bit of a roof over it. It'll be add like a fun element to it. But I think that kind of looks cool. Shape-wise. Okay, why do I have haste? Which one of these beacons is haste? Do we still need haste over here? If we need haste again, we can just fix it, but that's gonna drive me crazy. I need jump boost. Not that you know of, no? Okay. I'm gonna guess it's this beacon. Just gonna... Yeah, it is. Also didn't realize you put that one down that far down, but it makes sense because you had to put it far enough down that it would reach the tower. Just didn't think about it until just now. Okay. So I'm not entirely sure I'm happy with that shape, but it's fine. Because the thing is, when I build it with the slabs and stairs, I will redo a lot of that, but... like that, maybe? Yeah, no. Like that. Oh, a wild Numel has appeared if anyone wants to try to catch it. Three, two, three, except I think this one would be a fourth. This one almost gets to the ground here. So, which I do think it needs to turn a little bit this way. Hey, Poppet. I'm good. How are you? You're okay, thank you. God, you got him good. Yee. Just doing the thing. Actually, that's perfect that it ends there. You might be like, why? Because I I don't think the staircase needs to go down here. I feel like... Oh. Been working a lot. Sorry you haven't been around. It's all good. I have been inconsistently streaming anyways. So... all good. I like that. Okay, let's, you know what, right here would be perfect. Let's look at this from here. So, I think that works. Inconsistently is better than not at all. True. True. Though breaks sometimes are necessary. Yes, and you were providing for you and your family, so don't be sorry about it. It doesn't. Not that big of a deal. What gets in the way, you get it? Yeah. Life and just energy. 100% self-care is important. Also true. I just haven't had the energy to do it as much. which is partially a motivation problem, partially some other things. And yeah. But winter's here, summer's not winter. Fall is basically here, summer is basically gone, so I'm feeling better. I know that's not the case for everybody else, but the fact that it's basically been 60 all week made me so happy. Oh no, you cried during an interview. Ah, it's no fun. It's fall here and you love fall. Yes. I don't know if it's quite done being warm, because today is a high of, oh, it's a high of 76. But that is much better than a high of 96, so I will take it. But it's basically been rainy and in the 60s all week, and it's been nice. Cozy nights, hot cocoa, pumpkins, and spooky stuff. Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm gonna try to convince Mom to take me to the store with me this weekend. Granted, I could go to the store by myself, but not nearly as much fun. Be like, hey Mom, can we go buy fall decorations, please? I can do all the buying of fall decorations. I would just like someone to go with me, please. And off on and warm here and rain. Like, what do I wear? A raincoat or sunglasses? That's where you wear the raincoat and the sunglasses. And that's when you rock both. I'm just like, it's fine. But I'm like, it's finally getting to the point where I can wear my sweatshirt in the house and not die, which is great because I got a new sweatshirt recently that I love that I'm actually been able to reasonably wear now. And I need to possibly today get out my sweaters and stuff and put away some of my more summery clothes. You look like a private detective wearing both. Totally not sus. Well, yeah, no. Private detectives just look awesome. Totally not sus at all. Ever. Oh, I want a trench coat so bad. I need to get one. Maybe this year I'll actually buy one. You always prefer fall and winter. Putting extra layers is so much easier than trying to peel your skin off in the summer. Yes! Fashion is so much more fun in the fall. Because you can wear a t-shirt, or you can wear a sweater, and like you can wear a sweater with a t-shirt. You know, like you can layer it up. But you can basically only wear like one layer in the summer. As long as it's pockets, you're happy. Yeah, I need more things that actually have pockets. I have a handful of pants and stuff that do not have pockets, and it annoys the heck out of me. Like, why? Who made this decision? Yes. Even the ones that fake pockets. Oh, I feel like we've had this conversation about it. Because fake pockets are bad. Fake pockets are bad. Tiny pockets are bad. Like the pants I'm wearing now, they have pockets. They aren't big enough for me to put my phone in unless I put my phone in sideways. And even then, my phone will try to escape. So it's just like, what's the point at this point? At least these have pockets. I will admit I am grateful that they have pockets. But yeah, I need to do some fall decoration shopping because I want more things. A couple more pumpkins. Because I have 2. But I want a couple things to put in my office at work. But I don't really have anything to put in my office at work. And then I just want some cute stuff. And I haven't been like decoration shopping in ages. I need to get out of the house also. Baby clothing has actual pockets. Like, I didn't realize a 6-month-old baby had an iPhone, car, keys, and wallet, but okay. Right? Like, why did the 6-month-old get the ginormous pockets when they literally the only thing they might need a pocket for theoretically is the thing they like to just throw away? It's like a pacifier. Theoretically, that could be useful, except you never would put the pacifier in the kid's pocket because they'll just throw it across the room and you'll lose it forever. But yeah, no, the 6-month-old need pockets. The adults don't. If you ever wear a baby again, you're using those pockets for your food and keys. True. Could do. No purse needed. Yeah, you just need the baby. Though my mom's purse when the younger kids were younger she didn't really have a purse or a baby bag. She had both. It was just a ginormous bag that had everything she ever needed in it. Also sad that his 6-month-old pockets are bigger than a woman's clothing pockets. Right! Like, they don't have anything to put in it, one. So they don't need one. Two, they're bigger. Why? Why? Yeah, my mom basically had a giant bag for, like, most of my childhood. Well into my teen years. Well into it. At some point, she started carrying around a smaller bag, which is, I think, when the twins were, like, 10 or whatever. So, like, you stopped needing all the little things. And she got tired of her bag losing everything. Because she literally would put things in there and then forget that they were in there or not know where they were. So now she just has a little, like, wallet purse thing, and that's it. You did find a dress for your work Christmas party, and he was so happy it had pockets. Nice! Very nice. I still use the giant bag as a purse. I feel like some people do, and some people don't. Moms always have giant purses, just gotta carry around everything. Band-Aid, Tylenol, French pogo stick. Yee! It's a Tylenol, Band-Aids, aloe vera, candy. Candy, possibly that would just be me, but you know. Tape, scissors, wipes, Kleenex. Always wipes, yes. My grandmother, it doesn't even stop when you're a mom. Like, my grandmother carries around wipes. Probably because she had kids to hang out with. Like, she was hanging out with us when she did that. Mom must appear hungry, pulls a 5-course meal out of purse. Right, yep. Cereal bars. I have a couple of those around. See, I don't carry a purse. I have a backpack that I take to work that has all sorts of stuff in it that I might need. Gum, multiple kinds of gum. Usually, because, you know, some kids are picky, and some kids in this house are allergic to cinnamon. So, some kids like the cinnamon gum, and some people can't have it. That was a fun discovery. Yeah. Hair ties, nail clippers. Trying to think of coins, cash, receipts from 2 years ago. All sorts of things moms would have in their purses. I know, because I used to dig through it, try to find things for her. But yeah, you want a snack? I got aisle 7 from Walmart. What do you want? So true. The mom didn't carry as many snacks once the twins were, like, you know, a little older, but she used to when they were babies. Though in fairness, that's when she would put a lot of that kind of stuff in the stroller as well. Carry a backpack with your meds and your battery pack. It's just easy. That, and you can carry a beverage too. Right. So this started when I was in school, where I would just take my backpack everywhere because I would carry my school stuff, my books to class, my computer, my iPad, whatever. I started carrying Band-Aids in it because I kept cutting myself in biology class and not having Band-Aids. I'm not cutting myself. I would pick my hangnails and stuff and then be like, dig it. Like, if I didn't have the Band-Aids with me, one of my fingers would start bleeding. If I did have them with me, it happened less often, and then if I did have an issue, I'd have Band-Aids for it. So I always carried Band-Aids. And I don't remember the other thing I always had. Always have gum, because you never know you need gum. Oh, I always had like 2 or 3 extra masks as well. You get hangry easy, so you like to have some sort of snack with you. Yep. It was funny because it never happened. But my last 2 years specifically were in COVID, so we had to have a mask on a lot of the time. I would always worry that I would walk out of my dorm room without one. So I always had like 2 extra on me. Which is a good thing, because occasionally I would not have it on, like when I was hanging out with my ex and his family, and then I would leave it somewhere in their house or something. And then I would be like, oh crap, I need one before to go in my dorm room. One day you pick skin around your nail and you get literally peel by skin off just a step by a skeleton. Yeah. Yeah. But I just noticed this pattern, specifically with biology lab, which was a fever dream in and of itself. Like, cause like I didn't need to bring anything with me other than like a pencil to biology lab. So a few of the times I didn't bring anything, and those are the times my fingers started bleeding because I was picking at it too much. So I was like, all right, first of all, bring the backpack. Second, always have band-aids, sunglasses. Yep. So I tried to, like, the first like day I was prepping for my job that I have now, that I've had for like 2 years. I tried to like bring less, but then I was like, why do I have 3 bags? You know what? I'm just gonna put everything back in my backpack. This is easier. Always the way when you don't have it, you need it. Right. But then if you have it and you need it, it's always better. So it's better to just have it. So, and like, I don't have it in my backpack right now because it's not quite that time of year yet. But during the colder months, I now carry a pair of gloves in my backpack usually, or a scarf. Oftentimes, like especially during the time of year when like most days you need a scarf, but then sometimes you don't realize you need one until you walk out the front door. I would often just put it in there and keep it in there. Ironically, I have gloves in the glove box from my car, so I don't need to carry those as much anymore. Bring a backpack and have a lunch bag to work. Probably use about 5% of what's in your backpack, but you never know. Exactly! Exactly. And it's just easier, because, like, it's big enough that, you know, you can put all sorts of stuff in it. Like, I take my iPad in it sometimes, or, on the days I have D&D, I put most of my stuff in my backpack. It makes it a little heavier. Let me cut this section I'm looking. But like, it works, so like, who cares? Let's be this way a little bit. Yes, exactly. Those two. Those things as well. Always. Carry all the things, and then when you need them, you'll have them. If you never carry them, you will not have them when you need them. See how big is this? I'm gonna have to redirect that path a little bit, I think. Because I'm thinking more of an oblong shape. Yeah, I got into that habit when I was at school because I would basically carry everything with me. Especially since if I would oftentimes not be back in my room from like morning till evening, right? I go to class, I go to the next class, I go to the next class, I go to lunch, I go to the next class, go back to my room for a little bit, go to my last class, hang out with my boyfriend, come back, go to sleep. Like that would be the day, right? So it was easier to just have everything with me and be able to easily exchange what things I needed to out. You always carry a band-aid in your wallet. Yeah, see, it's always good to have a band-aid on you, honestly. And oftentimes, I'm not the one who ends up needing it. Every once in a while, someone else is the one that needs it. And I'm like, here you go, problem solved. To be fair, also what was interesting, I say this because it struck me as interesting just now, but also at the moment for two different reasons. I think I might have been also one of the few people in the... Well, I wouldn't say that. Also, it was interesting because a few times my friends needed band-aids, not even in a, like just in the dorm situation. They didn't have band-aids. I was just like, huh? Well, maybe not even they didn't have band-aids, they didn't have all the different types. Because I remember one time, my friend called me and she was like, I need help because I cut myself. She was shaving her legs and she cut herself. She didn't have the band-aid, she needed her that. I was just like, huh? It just hit me, I was just like, wait, why? I guess I'm just weird. There's too much adhesive, so you should carry on your own band-aid. You should, yeah, definitely, especially, yeah, Kind of a parent thing, also carrying around a pocket knife. Yeah, parent thing, big sister thing. Tends to randomly have fingers start bleeding thing. Yep. Got a few patients later too. He says we have to get better early so we can get it. Yeah, those are all words, but I get the idea. Yeah, that was an interesting realization. I was like, wait, why didn't she have band-aids? I understood why she was like slightly like upset and scared and stuff, cause like I get it, but I just had that realization of just wait. I had a first aid kit. My first semester, I had a first aid kit. After that, I just kind of kept band-aids and aloe vera. And it's like, I have like finger band-aids, small band-aids, big band-aids, normal band-aids. Hospitals here have changed brands with a non-allergic adhesive because so many people were allergic to what was being used. Well, that's good at least. Bonus points for them. Wait. Oh, okay. I didn't do it right. Wait, huh? I see what I did wrong. Problem is, half the patients can't tell you what adhesive they're allergic to. You have two options, and it's kind of a process of elimination. Oh, yeah. That would be kind of difficult because you have a 50-50 shot of putting the wrong one on, causing issues. All right, 1 second. Mom's calling me. The joys of nursing, try it and hope it's okay. Yeah. Mom just wanted to know if I wanted Starbucks, which the answer was yes. But yeah, it looks like she texted me and I accidentally ignored her. Oops. In my defense, I was streaming, so I wouldn't have missed it otherwise usually. Ooh, what Starbucks am I getting? Apple oat milk macchiato, caramel macchiato. It's the, let me look up the actual title. Iced macchiato. I should double check it, the iced one. She should know that. Yes, it's basically apple crisp with a little bit of coffee taste. Basically. That's basically, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like liquid apple crisp and ice cream with coffee. I'm not ordering, I'm looking. Iced apple crisp. Oh. Mom accidentally already ordered the hot one. Dang it. I don't like the hot one that much, but it's fine. Yeah, so I used apple crisp oat milk on macchiato. Mom is old school. We go past the Starbucks, she rolls and says we have coffee at home.
Leave.
Oh, never mind. Dad's gonna drink the hot one. She's old and asks for stuff when I take her out, so I'm gonna say nope. We have that at home. No. Yeah. Meanwhile, my mom's like, "Hey, I'm going to get Starbucks. Do you want some?" Yeah, it's funny because like for ages she didn't have something at Starbucks she liked because she doesn't like coffee. She just doesn't like coffee. So, you know, we'd go occasionally and she would take me. But then she discovered the strawberry acai drink that they have. And ever since she's been like, okay, I'm getting Starbucks. That's because your mom is cool. Well, I'm sure your mom is cool as well, in her own way. But yes, my mom is awesome. But we just started this thing where like if I'm going to Starbucks like on my way home or something, I will often ask her if she wants some and then she will often bring it to me on Saturdays. Because she and Dad often will stop on the way home from the grocery store to get Starbucks, which is what they're doing right now. Add in 5 seconds? Okay, I will stand still. Your mom is definitely not cool. She's a super religious, grumpy, oldish lady. I mean, I don't know her, so I can't say. You come to terms with it? Yeah. But yeah. They took the dogs to get groomed and then got groceries, and I'm guessing picked up the dogs. And are going to pick up the dogs and are getting Starbucks. But Dad's going to drink the hot one Mom accidentally ordered me and she's gonna get me a cold one. So yay. I think Dad will like it. I just don't like the hot one because the apple flavor kind of disappears a bit. I don't know why. But yeah, it just does, and I like the apple flavor. So. Alright, so that's I think where I want to put that. Is that too close to this? Because I could, in theory, move it this way, but
Wait, what?
I might move it over like 3 blocks. Yeah, I think 3 blocks is where I'm gonna move it. The syrup melts faster in the hot one and the taste lessens. It's stronger with cold. You prefer the warm one though? Yeah, we'll see. Everyone to their own, right? But I have found that like if I want to do a warm one, I will a hot coffee drink. I typically go for the coffee I have at home, or I wait till the peppermint one is available and get that. Because interestingly, I prefer the peppermint one hot, the peppermint stuff hot. And they just put extra and more flavor. Yes, you could do that. Do here, I think. You could do that. Or is it overpowering? You know, I've never tried it. So I hadn't really ever thought about doing it that way. There's 3 in between those, okay. I mean, technically adding more flavoring does cost a little bit extra, but I usually don't care about that because I do that all the time anyway. Because I get, like, during the time of year when, they don't have the apple one, I often get the caramel macchiato, but with oat milk. I find it overpowering as I never mix them right, and the apple usually ends up in the end. Yeah, that is true. I always stir my iced caramel macchiato before iced caramel or apple macchiato before I drink it, because the syrup is all at the bottom. So you will either get all the syrup at the beginning or all the syrup at the end, and then you get the coffee by itself. So it's better to just stir it. You saw someone order a drink with a total of 30 pounds of various syrup flavors, 10 sugars, and 10 sweeteners. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I could never.
Hello there.
Hi, Nomi. Welcome in. Thank you for resubbing for 16 months. Goodness. How has it already been that long? Bop, and then bop, 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 bop. Yeah, I honestly, unless I'm ordering on the phone, I do not do customizations anyway. Because I feel like they're bound to, I mean, half the time they won't, half the time they will get it right. I'm that way in general. It's like, as picky as I am, the likelihood is if I ask, like McDonald's, which I never got to, but like if I ask for a plain plain burger with just cheese, I will get not that, right? Like half the time they just don't know what to do. So I just don't eat at McDonald's. But I'll try to like minimize the amount of customizations I do and just like deal. But with the phone app, it literally, when they like get the order, it prints it out on the thing exactly how it was in the app. So like there is no there's no room for human error on their part of like hearing me correctly, if that makes sense. Like they can still mess it up sometimes, and that's okay. Like, and I can accidentally order the wrong thing because I've done that. But it's a lot less awkward when it's like we're literally like on the tag. You wouldn't even know what to ask half of these drinks. Like these people have like, I'll have 3 shots of espresso, 5 spots of sugar, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Just have unicorn farts, half milk, half 1%. Yeah. Like, are you ordering a drink or summoning a leprechaun? Exactly. I do things like I will, I like the taste of oat milk better than normal milk. I've never really liked normal milk anyway, but I've just like discovered I like oat milk. So if it's an iced coffee drink that I can get with oat milk, I will probably ask for oat milk instead, because I just like it. And the other thing I often will customize is they have the mochas. They have like the basic mocha. So what I will do is I'll add whatever flavoring I'm in the mood for to that. You're lactose intolerant, so it's always oat or almond milk. Right, exactly. That's one of the reasons they're there. So like I will get a caramel macchiato, but not macchiato, a caramel mocha. But sometimes I want a hazelnut mocha. Sometimes I want a toffee mocha. So like I will switch out those different syrups for when there isn't peppermint. Sometimes even when there is peppermint mochas, I'm like, I want a hazelnut one this time. But like that's the extent of my customization. It's like if I want exactly this amount of sugar and this amount of this and this amount of that, I'll make it at home. You know, some coffee places charge extra for non-dairy milk. You didn't choose this, chose me. Yeah. I get why they do it. But I also wonder if they should, like, if I feel like they shouldn't. Because technically I think part of the reason they do it is because the non-dairy milk costs them more overall, which I'm pretty sure it does in the grocery store. It's a more expensive item, exactly. Because they have to pay more to get it to begin with, so therefore that gets transferred on to the person ordering the drink. But the other option they could do on the basic level of understanding would be to just charge a little bit extra for milk, the milk part of the cost period, so that it balances out. But then the people who just want the dairy milk would be complaining because their dairy milk part is more expensive. So you know, it's a lose-lose situation. Yeah, and you say that with a kid allergic to dairy and wheat, so you're totally used to paying for more. Yeah, my sister was allergic to dairy and wheat for ages. Oh, until she was like 16. She's probably still a little allergic, but it's less obvious now. Like, we used to have I think Anna didn't like oat milk, so we had almond milk most of the time. But she also wasn't that much of a milk person. We just needed it for when we were doing baking and stuff usually. Even then. Yeah, for years my parents are making 2 versions of so many things. So I'm familiar with the way the price difference is about 8 years ago. What's that? You a plain black coffee decaf person? You know what? See, that's easy. That's an easy one to do. You're used to it, doesn't mean you like it. Yeah, exactly. Well, see, it might even been less than 8 years because I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, when Dragon and Mousy and I first started chatting, Anna was still allergic to wheat and dairy. So it might have only been a couple years. Max 4? 3? I know she started being able to have dairy before she was able to have wheat. Now she eats both relatively fine, somehow. The human body is weird. Okay, I like that, I think. It's a pavilion of sorts. We'll put like a garden all the way around it. I'm gonna get some dirt and get rid of that path though. Yeah, I don't know that I will ever be able to drink black coffee outside of like the... Well, that wasn't even black coffee. There was a time when I was younger and I had such a bad headache that an anvil and stuff wasn't helping. Dad made me a coffee concoction, but he put a lot of sugar and other things in it, and it was still really bitter. Because it was one of his dark roasts, I think. It did help. But he put a lot of stuff in it to make it so I could actually drink it. But this stuff, I like light roasts. Caramel flavored, usually. Though I don't mind a couple of the other ones Dad's gotten in the past. I just have one that I normally get. And the joke is in the household, even though it's not completely true, is that I have coffee with my creamer, not creamer with my coffee. It's not true, I just put more in it than my dad would. To be fair, not all black coffee is created equal. You find a lot of specialty coffees can be enjoyed straight after brewing with no additions. Yeah. The thing is, I wouldn't be opposed to trying coffees that are like more like dark roast or stronger than the ones I usually have. But like my default is a light roast with creamer. That's like my default, like basic. That's what I'm drinking right now out of one of my mugs. So, one of my bigger ones because I decided I was gonna have slightly extra coffee today. Turns out I'm gonna have more than slightly extra coffee because my mom is awesome, but you know. I don't plan on her bringing me Starbucks. I just am excited when it happens. And I have a feeling like it's the same thing with a lot of things. Like the teas are the same way. It's where like I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try it once, and I know that like sometimes the teas that I've tried are probably not the best ones. If you find coffee too bitter, add a pinch of salt to remove the bitterness. It makes it smoother and easier to drink. Huh! No, I did not know that. Might have to try that sometime. I feel like that's a science thing. The only thing better than a Starbucks is a surprise Starbucks. True. Actually, no. The only thing better than a surprise Starbucks is going to Starbucks with your friend and hanging out at Starbucks. Though that might just be a me thing. I need to remember, actually. Ask my friend if she wants to hang out at Starbucks soon. Because we've talked about it, but that was like a month ago. We talked about it like 2 months ago. We're like, oh yeah, we should do that. We would have so much fun. And then we haven't scheduled it. So I'd be like, so what general time frame is a good idea for you? If science equals chemistry, then yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be chemistry, not biology. I would imagine, given that neither things, well, could be biology because it could be taste buds, but yes, chemistry. I assumed chemistry. But yeah. I'm a lot more open to trying things than I was when I was younger. Food-wise, at least. There are certain things I won't. But I feel like that's some of that's just logic. Some of it, not all of it. Some of it. Okay, so like I left this hill in, but I want to put things there, I think. Shall we take it out? Now I'm gonna wish I left that beacon on haste, aren't I? Probably not, because it's gonna be mostly dirt. What level do I want it to be on? Do I want it on this level or do I want it up a level? I think I want it up a level. Actually, do I want it to go down a level? Because I gotta decide like what level this is gonna be at. I almost like the idea of it going down. This is a fun build you're working on, acknowledging that it looks like a castle of sorts. What is it? A castle. This is a wizard castle. I'll do a quick flyover so you can see. You're welcome in, Warthman. Here's a castle. Do a little bit of fly. Kinda see. We're doing planning and stuff, trying to figure out where some things are gonna go. I've got some of the places in, and then I have like all this empty space that needs figuring out. Why? Alright. That doesn't need to be left there. I had shulkers here with stuff for this, but I was like, alright, I'm gonna move that. I'll come back to it eventually. But yeah. That's the keep. That's probably the most complete part. How long have I been working on it? Let's see, the server's been going for over a year. But I want to say I didn't start this project right away. I don't know, it might be safe to say like 8 months. Probably at least 6. But I don't remember exactly when I started the castle part. Because this was not the first base I have. I have another one over here. Well, okay, it's all becoming one base in the end. Because I'm crazy. 8 to 10 months? That's what I thought. This is my starter area over here. Because I was doing the math in my head and I was trying to remember, like, how long this took me. And I feel like this only took me a couple months, if that. I had a lot of, like, the basic stuff in week 2. Because I speed ran a couple things. Yeah, this was my starter area. And then I was like, I want to build an underwater build. I haven't started. And then I discovered where the castle is, which has a perfect cave for the underwater bit that I really wanted to do. This is a project, a concept I had on another server that we never got to do before it got closed. So down there's a really cool cave system. You can see bits of it there as well. So then I built this tower here to put the portal in, left it for a bit, and then I was like, this mountain is begging for a castle. Oh, I'll build a castle. Let's build a castle. Oh, building a castle. And then of course this is the procrastination gardens. Should probably just call it that. Because actually that should just be its name because yeah, that's what happened over here. It's me procrastinating on working on this. With these. But like one of the things that took forever is down here. This is the functional part of the castle. It's also the spooky part. The automatic storage system took a bit. Still a work in progress because I have a handful of things I need to do down here, but all the non-manual storage parts of the storage system. There's quite a few of those left to do, but yeah. Just today is figure out where all the other buildings are going day, basically. Mention the server, how many people play with? Depends. It's a server for archaeologists and heritage enthusiasts. You're gonna drop your son off at the library to play D&D. Enjoy. Alright, Harold, thank you so much for hanging out and stuff. Ooh, D&D. We love D&D in this house. Go have fun. Well, have fun driving, I guess. Hopefully... Is that the right command? Yes, and be safe. This is true. Yep, it's fun. Yes. It is, yeah. What did I say? Where was I? I was in the middle of the explanation. And then my brain... The server for archaeologists and heritage enthusiasts, a lot of whom have real life stuff going on. So a lot of the time there are a few people active on the server consistently because they have, you know, things that they are doing. But I think there's, what, like, maybe 15 people? I don't know. It cycles who's, like, active when. 20-ish people whitelisted, though depending on where they are working in the world. Depends on how you play. Yes. Yes. That. Depends on how many is play at any given time. Dragon also plays on this server. So. I'm on quite a bit. It's a pretty good group size, though. Yeah, it is. And some of them have done some really cool stuff. But it's a very chill, just like play whenever you want. No like pressure to ever be on. Type of, like, you could be gone for 3 months and come back and everything would be just like the way it was for you. Other than what other people have done. I like the vibe because that means I can just play. Very chill. Yes, exactly. Illness flares and life and school and work and children and yeah. But the chill vibes are amazing. It's a very supportive community as well, which is nice. But sadly, sometimes on servers that's not always the case. But Archaeo is also a very awesome streamer slash YouTuber. They are a archaeologist who also does Minecraft stuff, but they focus on like archaeology and Minecraft and teaching people about things of archaeology in Minecraft. So, very cool. If you have not checked them out, you should. Harold also does some stuff on YouTube with that as well. Dragon streams. But Dragon streams Minecraft and other things. Last time you were playing Palia, was that yesterday? Or is that Thursday? I can't keep my days straight. Not like I go to work and have to keep track of what day it is at work at all. Like that, no. Who? Me? Never. Your last stream was on Thursday? Okay. I couldn't remember. I was close. It was either yesterday or Thursday, and I just couldn't remember. Boo boo boo. You had an archaeology-inspired project idea for Minecraft, and you watched a bunch of videos from Archaeo Plays and learned a bunch of cool stuff. Provided a lot of inspiration too for project directions. Yes. Her stuff is awesome. It was also really nice to have like an archaeologist's perspective on the archaeology update when it came out. Because it made a lot of it make more sense, I think, with that. It's like I was not looking at it from my perspective, just my perspective. I was looking at it from someone who knows about archaeology. So that definitely made a difference on like how much I appreciated what they did with the update. I love the archaeology update. It's so much fun. And I can't wait to see like how they implement the like sus sand and gravel and whatever into like new structures. Which we don't know if we're gonna get any new structures, but we probably are eventually gonna get new structures. Eventually. It'll be cool to see like how it is included in future updates as well, not just in. So as much as I would love some retroactive like stuff like the jungle temples and other things like that, it'll be cool to see how like they expand it and continue to just like build on it. Because like there's so many things that we have in Minecraft that started as like a small feature and then now have been expanded on. So, really cool to see. I will say exploring isn't my favorite thing to do though. So I have found that sometimes my brain is just like, you know what, I can live with that thing. that I get from archaeology, because I am done flying all over the place. Like, if it wasn't the fact that I'm trying to get it for the server, if I was just trying to get the trims for myself, I would already have just like stopped looking for some of them because I couldn't. I can't care. Not for myself anyway. But the completionist in me and wanting to help like everybody have all the options on the server, I'm still trying to find the last like 4. One of which I have kind of basically said it's not happening, but it's okay. Cause unless I get stupid lucky, silence is probably just not gonna happen. But we're gonna try to get all the others. Well, it's not that we're not gonna try to get silence, I just don't expect it to happen. But I spent, well, like, what was it, like an hour and a half Thursday trying to find a pillager outpost. And I was just, it just didn't happen. I was just like, how is it the pillager outpost? Is the one I'm having trouble with. Like, hello? You would have thought a mansion would have been harder. But Harold found 2 of those. So. I'm not sure both. I think Harold only rated one of them. So I don't know that both of them had the trim in it. But like, if you had handed me that list and said, okay, which ones are going to be the hard ones to get? I would have said the ancient city ones. And then I would have said like the mansion. I would never have said the outpost until I had to go look for it. Where's that baby's? Oh, probably down there. That's another day's problem. Yeah, I think this is gonna look cool. I may adjust that path. Right. Doo-doo. We're gonna wait till the ad break is over. Gonna need to grab a few more torches, I have a feeling. That's okay. I'll probably actually not even do torches. I'll probably just grab frog lights if I and just. I literally did that. Just grab. I have so much dirt. I wish there was a way to turn dirt into stone or something, because it's like the only thing I can really do with dirt, other than use it for, you know, it being dirt, would be turn it into mud. I may ask the person on the server who has the mud shop if they would need more dirt. Because we have so much dirt, it's crazy. The stone I can literally turn into emeralds. But dirt you cannot turn into emeralds. Yet, anyway. Yeah, I think some like weaponsmith, armorsmith, toolsmiths here will be cool. And I think lowering the terrain here a little bit looks kind of cool. I might take out this path and redo this terrain a little bit to make it more gradual. And move this path like back to here. Might even just do a straight across path. Also need to take this out. Might be the next stream project is getting the base of the arena entrance set up. Because I have a vision for it. I know what it's gonna be. Could even put the fences and water in today if we wanted to. Could be a fun like little thing to do. Take a break from the digging and stuff. Though I haven't decided what kind of fence gates I want to do. That's also something that can just kind of be decided later, you know? But if I work on it today, it might be decided today. Just do that. Also, is that beacon? That's not. Okay. Yeah, it's not centered. That's okay. I'm probably gonna end up moving that beacon so it is centered. Eventually, but it doesn't matter for right now. When the beacon was put in, it was just that hole was... We knew that hole was going to be used. We didn't know that I was going to put a circle on it, necessarily. So. That's why it is the way it is. Alright. Really should just bring the cat down here. Or do the thing I did on a previous world and just put bamboo everywhere, but that just gets annoying. It's always funny to watch them though because they don't understand how to pathfind around bamboo at all whatsoever, and it was always hilarious. Ooh, a wild aromatis. And I missed both of those shots. Gosh darn it. You know what? I'm gonna try to catch it. An interesting one for sure. I recognize it, but I don't know if I have one on Violet or not. I need to play that game again. May end up streaming that. Instead of like art in Minecraft. With respect to the server name and theme, are you an archaeologist or a heritage enthusiast? No. Maybe a heritage enthusiast, arguably. But I was invited to the server, so it was an exception to the general rule, I guess. I think archaeology is awesome. So, yeah. But I am a artist by trade, if you could call it that. I'm not the only one who on the server who isn't necessarily an archaeologist, but it is the general purpose of the server is to focus on archaeology and Minecraft, like archaeologists playing Minecraft. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, I'm looking at this. If I had to guess where I need a little more light. Probably over here. Okay, and then we're gonna change all of this to grass because grass, and probably get the deep slate out as well and fix the walls. Could leave the walls because I'm not entirely sure, but I have a feeling they're going to be deep slate tile. Because I'll probably do what I did with the horse area over there and just build it up against the wall and leave the back wall the way it is. When I first originally started this castle, I did not think I was going to do this much landscaping, but here we are. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, da, da. The floor is probably not going to remain grass, but it's a good place to start for like the in-between phase. Ah, okay. Yeah, see, this cave is going to be so cool for a PvP arena. I'm excited. It's going to look awesome. Granted, I don't know that anyone's ever going to actually use it, except maybe me and Dragon. But I don't know. We might get a few people in here to do a little bit of a PvP fight, just for fun. As the server as a whole, I think focuses more on building than anything else. So PvP is not really common at all whatsoever. Actually, you know what? I'm wondering. I'm curious because I feel like, one, I definitely have the most player kills. And all of those were me killing Dragon to get player heads for different things. So I don't think we've actually even had a proper PvP fight ever. Dragon's still there, you can correct me, but I'm like 90% sure we haven't ever done that. And I know there hasn't been one on the server. So. Not on the server. Did we try to do a proper fight like on Parlor or something? I feel like maybe once. I feel like Mousy and I did for sure. I remember that. I'm pretty sure I lost. But I can't remember if you and I have. We did in Parlor Season 2. Okay. I just don't remember it, which is fine. I'm blocking out that part of my memory for the most part anyway. But most of the time I'm doing PvE anyway. And even then I don't usually bother. But I still think like an arena design, I'm gonna have fun designing the arena even if we never use it. And I think it makes sense in character for my wizard to have an arena. Like, it makes sense. And not because like, not in like the even the gladiator, or not even a gladiator or entertainment reason, purely from like a testing of weapons and training perspective. So you can't get better at combat if you don't practice. So there's gonna be lots of fire. In fact, there's a sign here that says exactly what's gonna happen. KPP equals a PvP arena. Dripstone, fire, fire, fire. So there's lots of fire and a bit of dripstone. It's gonna be cool. And I have the idea for the entrance, which is gonna be awesome. I don't know if it's what would be expected of an entrance, but I can see it in my head and it's gonna look cool. Very water themed. Ironic for the fact that the rest of it's gonna be fire themed, but I think I'm gonna add like braziers with fire around the water bit. There, and I'm gonna move this torch like here. I just have this feeling that there might be a couple dark spots there otherwise. But yeah, that I think is gonna work. Let's see, what kind of deep slate do I have? Because well, I'm gonna want to do the bricks. Or am I gonna want to do tiles? I want to do bricks, I think, on this part. That's what I thought. That box needs empty. That did have deep slate in it at one point in time. On the stairs, but I'm not gonna do that. Well, I'm gonna do it on the top part. I'm not gonna do it on the bottom part just yet, because I will probably need to reactivate the haste beacon for that. We're gonna have to go. Why is that here? I'm gonna have to go get some deep slate. Hopefully, I have some lying around, and I'll put the boxes into empty as well. That box and that box. Okay. These two can stay. Okay. Had to remind myself I was here. Okay, well, I mean, could be worse. I have a feeling I'm going to have to go mining again. That's fine. Should grab 2 more boxes. Then we will go do this bit. Think have to do some testing to see which fence gate I want to use. I have a feeling it's going to be one of these two or spruce. I want one that's like the least visible underneath the water. So I don't want the fence gates to be like super obvious when you first look at it. Like, I want you to know you can jump through it. But I don't want it to be like screaming at you either, if that makes sense. Yay, free rockets. So I'll dig a little hole like here. We'll do a test. And I need to make an infinite water source anyway. That's what I was afraid of. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah. That's what was bound to happen, actually. So that's what I didn't want to happen. No. Ah. Gonna grab the deep slate box out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna empty most of this into here. I'm gonna make a couple stacks of bricks. I'm gonna probably need over a stack of stairs as well. We'll leave the rest for the moment. And then how many fence gates? You know what? Yeah, we'll go with that many and hope that's enough. My next project while I'm bored is gonna have to be chop warped wood, apparently. Whoa. Yes. Okay, I was just thinking. That was me thinking out loud, sort of. That was a thinking noise. So that's not what I wanted. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. Okay. I don't know what that was for, but that was a thing that happened. I'm assuming you heard the child making animal noise across the house. Why? At this point, nobody knows. That is a thing that just happened, so. Yeah, I think I want the water at this level, so we're gonna go to I'm gonna go one more down with the tile, the bricks for now. Might require a little bit of dangling on that section. Yeah, because that's too much to dig through right this second. If there's only a couple layers, I probably would, but... This circle is going straight down. Probably to, like, the level that Creeper is standing on now. Give or take, I think it's going to be the base level of the arena. Ah! Hi, puppers! Puppies are home. Look, guys, I'm very, very busy. Sleeping is not on the priority list, okay? Go away. Yeah, that entire section down to like there. And there'd be some pillars and things. I'm gonna have to light those caves up better. Hey, Mom. Thank you. Yeah, they're over here. Did you get a straw? Okay, no worries. The Starbucks is here. Let's go. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. And then... Ooh, can I stand on top of these? I can. Perfect. That's just fun to do, honestly. I really should just sleep, though. Bap, 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 bap. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of gates. So we may not be able to finish this today. The 64 is less than half, which is what it's looking like. I have that much wood left. Thank you. To be fair, I might not have the sticks for it, yeah. Get the wood box out. I'm gonna get my straw and stir my coffee real quick. Oh, the coffee's on top, the oat milk's in the middle, and the syrup's on the bottom. You gotta stir that up so at least the oat milk and the syrup are combined. Preferably the coffee as well. Okay. Birchwood would be fine for this. I did use bamboo earlier because we have bamboo farms. In 30 seconds. Alright, thank you, Dragon. I'm just gonna be crafting these, so. We can check later and see if I might have like half a stack more of warped wood downstairs. Maybe. Doo -doo. Hydrate. Okay. And chocolate. Alright, hold on. Let me finish placing these. What? Leaped myself. Let's go. That was bound to happen. Alright. Chocolate first, because then I can hydrate after and the coffee won't. Actually, no, do I hydrate first and then eat the chocolate, or do the other way around? Technically, I know the order in which they were redeemed. But I think I'm gonna eat the chocolate first. Yay. Oh, I want to see Lucy. Come here. Mm-hmm. Lucy, come here. Come here, let me see. You got a haircut. Come here. You're so poofy. Hi, puppers. Did you have fun at the groomers? You look cute. Oh, hey, has bacon jerky. Ooh, fun. She's very fluffy. She just got a bath. I'll have to post pictures and pets later of the doggos. They just got back from the groomers and they're adorable. I'm assuming so he's adorable. I haven't seen her yet. I can make one more fence gate! Yay! Alright. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put dirt in the rest of it. So we can do the water. And then once I've chopped the warped wood for it, which I think will be... Well, let's see. We've used a stack of logs on this much, so... Probably another stack of logs. Just for this bit, and then I'll make, like... I'll try to chop, like, 2 more stacks, just to have. we will put something else. Ooh, actually no, not dirt, because that'll get confusing. We'll do moss. Out there. This little moss is easier to break and is very clearly not supposed to be here. Well, you would think it'd be very obvious it's not supposed to be here. But I'm gonna move one of the fence gates to go over the beacon. Yeah. Like that, so we can put the water in. And then eventually I will come back and put the rest of the fence gates in, which will be a little difficult with the water already being here, but it'll be fine. There we go. That'll look cool. And the idea will be that around the edge of the ring, probably like the corners, there will be pillars that go all the way down. To like a really fun like mosaic tile bit at the bottom. And then, did I miss any other running water? I don't think so. Is this running? No. There will be water. Water will be the walls a lot of the way down. So like here, there will be water, a water stream that goes all the way to the bottom. So I think that's gonna look really cool. And the beacon will be centered, because maybe even a blue beacon centered? And the fence gates will be open, not closed, so you can just fall right through. I'm not gonna open them all right now. It's easier to continue to place stuff and whatever on them when they're closed. But the idea will be you will go through go down into the well. I believe that's what we're calling it. I'm actually gonna write that down. We're gonna call the arena the well. Dang it! I tried to mute. Sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button. I got a new keyboard recently, and yeah. I hit the one of the custom buttons instead of control. Sorry. The well. So why am I sneezing? That doesn't make anyway. Yeah, I think it's gonna look cool. It's gonna the water along the sides is going to help with the like a little bit of a weird thing right now where you can see the cave through it. But with the water on the sides, it's gonna look a little bit more like an actual well. Well, there are gonna be the pillars of the deep slate providing actual like structure. And then the bottom is gonna have like a fun mosaic. Probably water covered mosaic so that you can jump right through it and then land in that section without taking any damage. And then off to the side, going that way and that way will be like prep rooms. And then you're onto the arena that way and that way, into the cave. And the idea being the like tunnels for like the areas where like the armor and storage and stuff is will connect the catacomb like to the storage room somehow. And they will be in the same style as the storage room and like height and stuff. Maybe. Coffee is good, and I have done the hydrate. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Let's see if I can get a better vantage point. Alright, well, okay, we're gonna go over here. You can kind of see that this cave has multiple levels. It's not fully lit up, so I'm not gonna like go down into it. But it has, not too far anyway. Not that far. It has multiple levels, different holes, and some of that I think we're gonna like expand into. Make things bigger, open things up, close some things off. Like utilize it more, add more. I think honestly, like normally when I'm working in a dripstone cave, I remove some of the pillars. I think this one needs more. Like it needs more pillars and more dripstone. So we're gonna lean into that bit a little bit, but this will come down to like here. Have water. I think that's gonna look cool. If I had free cam, I could probably safely, okay, relatively speaking, go down here and show you kind of a little bit more. Like it keeps going down and has a bunch of cool stuff down there. So, also interestingly, like this is on the other side of the wall. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is probably close that off enough that like you wouldn't theoretically go through it. At least from this side. So like close it off, but make this ravine-ish thing goes down further. And then the water goes through it and spills into the river over here. Making this bridge make more sense. Because right now it's a bridge over a 4-block ditch. I want to make it at least 10 or 15. So down to like that level. So like I'll probably then terraform it up a little bit here. And possibly not even leave that open. If for no other reason it's a security breach. As far as the castle is concerned. Could be the quote-unquote secret exit. All castles have a way of getting out. In case of a bad siege. But that might also be arguably the tunnel to Dragon's Place, so. Yeah. We'll see. I haven't like done the terraforming bit on this section yet. Obviously, it's a mess still. If we come over here. Yeah, I like it. I do think I want to pull this back a bit. To probably about here. This road may... I think this part will probably stay the same. Even, it may just be like a bit more of a Y intersection. But then goes this way. Might look better. And we also then need a path that goes from here. Probably a staircase here. Even though there's already a staircase there, I think another one wouldn't hurt too much. Although that one may end up being more of like an alleyway decoration. Similar to what I did in Parlor Season 2, where a lot of the times there was like 3 or 4 different staircases to get to certain places. So that like maybe one of the buildings has a second floor that has a staircase to it, and then that second floor has a staircase to this level. That kind of thing, and then the actual like, that's the staircase we will use, but this is a staircase that is actually supposed to be used kind of thing. It's one of those where like, even if you have a designated path, there is an easier path that will be used more. Seen that time and time again. sure we all have. I didn't actually end up using the stairs yet. The stairs will be at the top of the ring and at the bottom of the ring so that the water doesn't like spill everywhere. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. Gonna make and fix that wall and make the tiles real quick for that. Boop, boop. Get back here. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun to just build all these little areas. The thing is, like, I had gotten to the point where all the areas I had planned I kind of had done. So that's why today's stream is a planning stream, is because now, you know, one day I can just come over here and build the weaponsmiths. You can tell the dogs are home. I love hope they weren't even home for like what, 15 minutes? Maybe. Goodness gracious, little ones. Not so little ones, but you know. Boop, boop, boop. Don't know what I'm gonna do with the staircase here. I might have to rethink it again. The staircase over here has been rethought at least twice already. Now there's a sheer cliff next to it, so I'm probably gonna have to rethink it again. Just fine. It happens. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. See, I can place blocks sometimes, and then sometimes I can't. Let's see. There we go. Looking better already. Originally, I was just gonna leave that as a bunch of grass and stuff, but I feel like this vibe is a lot better, because it almost feels more like a courtyard. But definitely, like, bits and pieces are coming together slowly. It's good. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I had a feeling I was gonna need more. See, this is why, this right here is why I've used so much deep slate. Just takes so much to do this stuff. I think last time I checked, I'm at like 80,000 deep slate place with all the variations. I think. We can check again. Hasn't changed that much since the last time I checked it. Only probably by a couple hundred. Okay, probably closer to it's changed by 1,000 because I've been placing a lot of walls inside the keep. Joshua, please stop shouting.
Not shouting.
Okay. Yeah, see, that looks better already. Get the wool out. Oh my gosh, my inventory's a mess. Hold on. Put all of that away. And then one of these had... Nope, not that one. This one had the wool in it. So, path is going to come along here, and the path is going to stick close to the well. So, whatever building's on this bit is going to have to actually be the depth it's going to be, because it is not going to dig into this too much, because this is a staircase. It's probably going to be... We'll just make it like this. And I think it'll be a shorter building. So it might be more of a storage. And then I see like one of the main ones here. Maybe this, like this maybe? Ooh, wild patili. Is it a patil? Patil? Patilil? There are I's and L's there, and I can't tell you which is which. Gonna be honest. Yeah, I think something like that. And then maybe like a small like shed here. Of some sort. Well, yeah, that's pretty close to that, but I think that's okay. I think it'll work, because it'll be an open air area to start with. What do you guys think? Copy. Yum. Okay. Does mean I probably will end up bringing this side down as well. Sorry, you're not thinking, not sure what you were asking about. About the placement of these buildings, but it's okay, you don't have to think. Don't worry about it. I know you're busy, you're tired, or whatever. Doesn't matter. Just asking. The thing is, none of those are permanent blocks. Granted, no block placement in a Minecraft is permanent. Not even bedrock. So, yeah, no. Alright, for this area, this will be a garden. Ironically, there are a lot of gardens, but I think that makes sense. I may make that a practical garden. I'll have to think about that. Or would it make sense to make it like a red garden? I'll have to see. We'll have to think on that one. But there needs to be a path up to this bit. I'm thinking it's going to curve off this way. So it's going to go... Alright, that works. Do I want to curve it or do I want to make it go straight? I almost feel like curving it makes more sense. Start here. I'm looking at the map, seeing which one looks better. Let me walk away so my name's not over it. Well, it would be a little bit updated. Okay, come on. Update to those other ones here, please. Yeah, that one looks better, but it arches a little too much. So... not what it meant to do. But that's fine. I think flow-wise that makes more sense. Do that. And I'll put something here. So, back enough off the path, I just feel too... doesn't feel too clustered, but a little bit of this dynamicness to it. Yeah, I don't think this needs to be in here anymore. I was originally going to put a tower there, but... Torches, one there and one there, guessing. So I'm thinking a road should definitely go through here. Then that also needs a little bit of that situation. A little bit of a better curve here, now that there's not tower here. A little bit of variation in the height is a good thing. Good. It's fine. I can talk. Okay, I can speak English. It's fine. I almost feel like there will be a path here. Going to the second floor of this building, which will be or third floor. I don't know. I don't like that. I definitely want this to then go around and go to the tower. Either through the building or over the building. I'm gonna need a torch for that. That's probably an extra torch. Probably. So that being the case, I think and then like this, I think. Like that. Actually, I want that one over so we can have a little bit more actual depth. Yeah. Ad break ends in 30 seconds. Alright. Just placing wool, so should be good. Not missing anything. I'm looking at the map, thinking about where I want to put some stuff. Okay. So I make that and then put that there. Okay. Yeah. Put a bigger building here. Yeah. It's a bigger alleyway, but so it's a bit more of an actual throughway. And then up this way, if that road there. So if we have a throughway here. Normally I'd color code this so there's different colors of wool, but I'm not gonna bother doing that this time. I think I'll be able to tell. I think it's rather obvious which buildings are buildings, which ones are roads. I have this feeling you can tell because one's a box and one is not. Okay, so this one, I want it to be a bigger building. We'll put 2 between that and that. And then we'll make this alleyway a 2 as well. And okay. I think this is going to be more of a square as well. Maybe with a well in the center. We'll actually pull this back to like there. Okay, I think something like this will work. I'm waiting for the map to update. It'll take a second. Making this a one wide, like, for now, it's going to be a 2 or 3 wide path in the end. And it's going to probably stick a lot more closely to the actual wall. But I'm doing this so you can kind of see it on the map. I also feel like a building. Oh, you can hear the sheep. That's funny. I feel like a building here would also work. Ba, ba, ba. I love that you can hear the sheep there. It's hilarious. Yeah, that definitely works. Do I have signs in my wood box? Nah, it's the dirt box, not the wood box. Yes, I do have signs. Cool. Okay, so I'm thinking... Place... I'm just gonna call it a canteen slash... Place 2. Vibe. Most of these are going to be houses in that kind of sense, or like places where you would just rent or like hotel. Basically, this could be like all hotel-like spaces and stuff for merchants or whatever. Maybe a couple merchant stalls as well, because like, you know, this is where everybody's coming through. So maybe the ones facing the main road will be actual like places that things are being sold, maybe around the main square. But then a lot of these will be living places. I don't know. I'm gonna say garden. Garden there. Do well and merchants. Pop. Basically, the tourist trap will be right here, and then there will be places for people to stay. Three level stable place for hands to sleep. And so then there's a garden over here. I don't remember which one it is. Lower garden, that's what it's called. Okay, so it didn't have a specific theme. Then we're gonna put a sign over here. It says guest housing. Like, I know I will probably remember all of this stuff, but I'm gonna go ahead and write it down just in case I forget what I'm like. What is this purple supposed to be? All this weapons, armor, tools, 4. All that. How do you spell pavilion? I'm just gonna spell it like that, even though that's not how it's spelled. Pavilion. Area to host parties. Relax / storage or staff. Might actually think of putting some sort of pulley system here to move mass materials. Because if let's say everything's coming in from the garden, right? The stuff is coming in from the garden, it needs to be moved. So some sort of crane or like winch system here, moving it from down there to say here, and from there being taken to the storage areas that might be like here. I feel like that does make sense. Some sort of storage facility at some point. Maybe like that, so that one's a little bit more off the wall, so it doesn't feel... Not all of them have to be attached to the wall, right? And along this, I don't know that there's room for anything here, so I'm not gonna put anything here right now. I don't know. I haven't decided about this section yet, because it all depends, I think, on how I end up wanting to do the gardens bits around this. But over here, because when I was doing all the like terraforming around here, I noted that this was a lot of poppies. Like this cave with a lot of poppies. So I want to do a red garden here of all the poppies and probably some roses. Probably do like that very red one there. So that's gonna look cool. I do want to incorporate some towers. Some like more towers. So maybe this section. Let's see. We base it off of here. That too big. Yeah. Not sure. Yeah, no, that's too big. Maybe like that. Might be too big. It might be just right. I don't want to destroy the view of that too much, but I also want there to be more towers, and it might work. It'll be something I have to think about. For sure. That's the nice thing about putting the wool down and then coming back later. And let's see, this path, I'm thinking... Map. Map. I think like that. That looks better. Let me see. I do think behind here, like we have this main pavilion place here, but I want to put mini ones around as well. Don't want it to line up with that though. Maybe do them all the same size for the moment and I can play with that later. Nope, it's too close to that. Okay, we can do... Something like that, maybe. And then something where the beacon is, most likely. Given the beacon is currently there and not buried, we won't do that yet. But okay, is there anything else I want to plan before we finish stream? Unironically, a good place to view a lot of this. I think there's a lot of good planning done. I do think we'll end up putting some things there as well. May end up being a barracks type situation there, and then put one near the south gate as well. Because we need some places for the guards and stuff. Ooh, you know what? That's gonna be a very fun thing to do. Like once a lot of the building is done, is going through and just putting armor stands everywhere. Like putting a bunch of armor stand guards on the walls and people walking around. I'm excited to get to that phase. I think I need to finish. What I'm probably going to try to do is finish the walls and the towers that are in the wall, because there's a handful more of the towers in the wall that aren't done. Try to finish those. And then I could probably, arguably, like spend some time decorating them, even like between working on the building for everything else. If that makes sense. Use that as my procrastination. Okay. Just checking because I had a couple little alertsies. But let's see. I think that is going to be it for me today. It's been a 3-hour stream, which is a little longer than I normally go by myself. But it was a wild fanappy. Anyone wants to try to catch it while I check and see if we've got anybody to raid. Okay, that list is not gonna help me. Hold on. Unless one of my mods has a suggestion. I am not seeing anybody to raid today. I'm gonna try to catch the Pokemon. Oh, I should, in game I need to get off of this before I get knocked off by a phantom. I'm gonna put myself in the throne room. It's my turn today. Not really, no? Okay. PKY is streaming. True, but he's streaming Stationeers. Not Minecraft. So. Doo doo doo. And I think today I want to stick to the Minecraft. So. That is going to be it for me today. I don't know. I may be back on Monday. We'll see. Kind of, I'm going to generally stick to the weekends and then Monday, Wednesday, but not stream every single one of those days. You're very welcome, Mousy. Thank you to everybody for hanging out and lurking and on the subs and stuffs and things. Yeah, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.